Forever 29 is an exciting and engaging podcast for all ages, a podcast that will encourage you to be forever young, to go beyond the cliche of so-called old folks, and make you believe that your age should not define you as a person. This podcast is hosted by the forever 29-year-old Gigi Gilbert, who is inviting you all to get on board her train of life.
All aboard! All aboard!
Wow! I couldn't wait to be with you folks for my second episode of Forever 29. For this episode, we are going to discuss our lifestyle. We all would want to live a long and healthy life, right? Of course, otherwise, why would you be boarding my Forever 29 train? Good. Now that we have that figured out, how is the ride so far? Are you guys having fun? If not, that is fine. Rome was not built in a day. But if you remain a passenger on my train and follow the guidelines, you will be all singing Frank Sinatra's song, Young at Heart, at no time. Well, we have some new passengers on board. Let us welcome them. Bienvenue to our Forever 29 Club, guys. We are pleased to have you on board. We, on the Forever 29 train, aim to inspire people to stay young and believe that age is just a number. Let me give you a recap of our first episode. In the first episode, we discussed why do some of us live a healthy life while others do not. Is it in our genes, environment, lifestyle, or plain luck? Or is it a combination? Here is what some listeners have to say. Let us listen to a voice message from Michael.
Hello, Gigi. This is your brother, Michael. I really enjoyed the podcast, Forever Young, Forever 29. What it reminds me of is when I was in my 20s, I always felt I could do anything. You know, but as you get older, people tend to tell you, you're too old for that. You're acting like a child. But for me to make things work, for example, to walk 5 miles, I have to convince myself and push myself to do it. In my 20s, I never thought about it. I just did it. You know, if you want to make the varsity team, you have to get out there every day and practice. So Forever Young is a state of mind. And I think more people have to start thinking that way. And not let society tell them how they're supposed to feel. Like you were saying, people in their 50s and their 40s or in their 60s are going to retirement home. When really, they should be forever young. They should be forever 29. So it is true to be forever young. Think like a young person. Whatever you couldn't do at 20s, you just went out there and figured it out. You know, you had no shame. So I like that idea. For example, when I go to the gym, I work on parts of my body that really do not work so well. And then, guess what? They start working better than when I was in my 20s. So I won't let anyone tell me that because I'm old, I can't do nothing. All you have to do is take the time, put your mind in the 20-year-old, and nothing will stop you. Great podcast. I look forward to June 3rd. Thank you.
We are blessed to have you on board, Mike. You said staying young is a state of mind. I like that. And I could not agree with you more. And we thank you for taking the time. we have a written comment from Gloria that I'm going to have an electronic voice read for you.
Forever 29 is truly inspiring. Thank you, Gigi. Genetics and your lifestyle play an important role in living a healthy life. However, your social environment plays such an important role, too. My advice to living a healthy life is meditation, yoga, and prayer.
Thank you, Gloria, for taking the time. Welcome on board. And I also like what you wrote. Wow, we should have a whole episode on that. Guys, hold on. We have another voice comment. Oh, wow. You just have to listen.
Why some people are able to live a healthier life than others may be because of their diet and sleep schedule. Some people are able to eat a good diet and stay hydrated during the day. Some people also can live a healthier life because of their sleep schedule or going to bed at a designated time. Another reason may be exercise. A daily walk in the morning could give the body some exercise. Some people, on the other hand, may not have the same experience. Maybe they don't eat a very good foods or don't hydrate or exercise themselves enough to live a healthier life as others.
Wow, thank you, Josso. You guys just heard from a 10-year-old, our sweet, beautiful, sensitive, and intelligent granddaughter, Jocelyn. Hey, a hand of applause for her. So, folks, with the responses and feedback from Jocelyn, Gloria, Mike, others, and myself included, we all can agree that luck has nothing to do with it. Nada. Instead, there is a combination of our lifestyle, environment, and genes to some extent. Won't you agree? So, for this second episode, we will tackle lifestyle. Let us ask ourselves, does a healthy lifestyle make a difference? Myself personally, I'll say yes. Yes, healthy habits make a difference. Practicing healthy lifestyle changes can minimize our risk for disease and how we feel, and can help us avoid the nursing home altogether and make the trips in out of the hospital to the minimum. And healthy habits can, without a doubt, prolong lifespans. So come on board on the road to a healthy lifestyle. Story time. I will let Jess read you the letter Steve Jobs wrote while in his sickbed. If you recall, he was Apple's co-founder, CEO, and chairman. Steve died of pancreatic cancer. His net worth was about $10.2 billion, and he called the most expensive bed in the world the sick bed. Jess, you have the floor.
In his letter, Steve Jobs describes the most expensive bed in the world as being the sick bed. And unfortunately, from his own sick bed, he lamented about, you can employ someone to drive the car for you, make money for you, but you cannot have someone to bear the sickness for you. And he continues by saying, material things lost can be found, but there is one thing that can never be found when lost. It is life. He goes on to add, when a person enters the operating room, he will realize that there is one book he has yet to finish reading, and that is the Book of Healthy Life. This is deep. Steve Jobs was one of the most brilliant people that ever lived, and he left us with some touching advice, such as finishing reading the Book of Healthy Life so that we can all avoid the operating room. And he also told us that the most expensive bed is the sick bed. So if this isn't more convincing, I don't know what is, but come on, folks. Let's take Steve Jobs' advice and read the Book of Healthy Life together.
Deep indeed. What a story. Thank you, Jess. People, without applying these healthy habits, we are far more likely to die prematurely from cancer or cardiovascular disease. Am I right? Alex, can you tell our passengers about the 5 most healthy habits that will make them eligible to be guilt-free in keeping their seats on our Forever 29 train?
Sure. According to researchers, the 5 most healthy habits are: number 1, a healthy diet. Eating a diet high in saturated fat, trans fat, and cholesterol has been linked to heart disease and related conditions, such as cholesterol plaque buildup in your arteries. For that reason, most nutrition experts recommend limiting a saturated fat to under 10% of calories a day. Number 2, exercise. Physical activity is a primary cause of most chronic disease. Not having enough physical activity weakens your body, allowing cancer cells to take over. Number 3, healthy body weight. BMI 18.5 and 24.9. Not maintaining a healthy body weight means a higher risk for many serious health problems, including heart disease, stroke, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and diabetes. Number 4, a lot of you folks out there will not like this, but it's not smoking. Smoking is among the leading cause of death. Smoking can cause harm to the body, including the heart, brain, and lungs. And finally, another one that will be very unpopular: moderate alcohol intake. And I know we love to drink, especially us from the Caribbean. We like that rum. People all around us always want to go grab a drink, grab a beer. But listen to this. Moderate alcohol use has possible health benefits, but it's not risk-free. Researchers know little about the risk or benefit of reasonable alcohol use in healthy adults. Don't start because of potential health benefits if you don't drink. However, if you drink light and are healthy, you can probably continue as long as you drink responsibly. According to researchers, just one healthy practice mentioned above, it doesn't matter which one, just one extended life expectancy by 2 years in men and women. Wow, 2 more years. Unsurprisingly, the healthier habits people have, the longer their lifespan. Choose your lifestyle. Do not let it choose you.
Thank you, Alex. Excellent advice. Remember, I did mention that I would have some guest speakers. Today, we have on board Dr. Carl Gilbert, my husband, who will comment further on healthy lifestyles in the context of Forever 29. Dr. G, you have the floor.
Thank you, Gigi, for having invited me to the second episode of your podcast, Forever 29. This is a very inspiring name. I love it. I want to thank also the audience for listening, because it's very important for them to listen what we are talking about, because they are the one who is going to spread the words. First, I would like to give some background about myself. I'm Carl Gilbert. I'm a board certified surgeon who had been in practice for many, many years. And I'm also a fellow of the American College of Surgeons. And second, I am a health columnist who has been writing about health matters also for years. So I think, like Barry White said in his song, I am well qualified to talk about the subject, healthy lifestyles. Yeah, healthy lifestyles has been the subject of many studies throughout the world. And most of those studies have concluded that that somebody who practice healthy lifestyles can prolong his or her life, or, as a matter of fact, shorten or die sooner if they don't practice those healthy lifestyles. For this talk, I'm going to refer to a study that was published on January 25th of 2003 by the British Journal of Medicine. This study showed that the study of 29,000 people that have been practicing healthy lifestyles, 6 healthy lifestyles, has had no dementia. As a matter of fact, dementia has been prevented among them. So 29,000 Chinese people have been studied. We all know that aging is associated with a decline in several measures of cognitive function, such as memory, reasoning, and psychomotor speed. So that can vary between individuals. So if we can identify those healthy lifestyles those individuals have been followed, so the researchers could come up with their conclusion that those healthy lifestyles have been working for those people and can also prolong their lives. Because we know dementia can shorten people's lives. Because a person diagnosed with dementia can maybe live sometimes, maybe 2 years, 3 years, or some can live longer, but the quality of life, it's really bad. So that's why, even though the studies have been done about dementia, I believe myself that I can use this study to talk about healthy lifestyles. So in that study, they have determined that 6 of healthy lifestyle have been working for them. Now, it's really good to know that, because that's something that we can work on, because it's dependent on ourselves to do them. So I know you are anxious to know about those healthy lifestyles. I think, again, I'm referring to the talk that Alex, my son-in-law, has done before me. But I'm going to go through in a more detailed fashion So we know exactly what we are talking about. So that new study showed that if somebody followed a balanced diet, which is the number one in that study, can decrease dementia among them. Can decrease dementia for him or for her. Also, if they're second, they talk about exercising the mind. And 3, exercising the body regularly. And 4th, having regular contact with others. And then 5th, no drinking. And 6, no smoking. So there are the 6 healthy lifestyles that we can follow in order to avoid dementia and hence shorten your lives. The 6 healthy lifestyles, when they study those people, were associated with better cognitive outcomes in older adults. And then this study has been conducted over a decade and published on January 23. So this is a good study, I believe, because you got the population is great, and also this has been done over 10 years period. So now, what can we say about that study in order to apply it to you who are listening? We can say that it's a good way to start, so you can be on the train, Gigi's train, Forever 29. Now, we all know about eating a balanced diet. So you got to eat, part of portion would be carbohydrate, portion would be vegetable, portion would be maybe some meat or animal source. So I don't have to go through this because this has been talked about all over, about balanced diet. So that's why I don't need to go through that. But what about exercising the mind? What is it? Exercising the mind is when somebody is using his mind or her mind for doing things they haven't done in the past. For example, we all know that they have been encouraging people to learn a new language. So I think that will be part of that exercising the mind. If you learn music, that would be another way of exercising the mind. You can exercise your mind by doing some other activities such as reading. Reading would also increase your cognitive function of the brain and try to remember things on your own. So that will be exercising your mind. Now, what about the number 3, exercising the body regularly? I don't think anybody would learn anything from me because we all have been listening to advertisings, to commercials, how we can do that. But it has been shown that if you exercise your body regularly, your body is going to like it. For 30 minutes, for 45 minutes, for some people even say for 15 minutes or 7 minutes. So it's a matter of, of doing those things regularly so your body can be, how should I say, be used to that, and then so he can respond positively about that. So, and then we all know that if you do exercise regularly, you have a greater chance to decrease maybe your cholesterol if you do have a high cholesterol, and the chances to decrease your rate of cardiac problem or stroke or vascular problems in your limbs, lower limbs, I mean. So that's something that we don't have to go through, because this has been talk about it a long times. Now, there's another thing which is very important, among those 6 healthy lifestyle they talk about in the study, is having regular contact with others. So that's mean people who wants to live longer, to live or forever 29, needs to have a social contact with others, because we know they have been saying that man or woman is a social animal for a long time. So we need to keep contact with us, with people that you like or that you would like to be with, and to have social activities with them, to go out with them, to not to isolate yourself, because when you isolate yourself, you're going to become depressed, and then you can get into other bad habits such alcoholism. So that's why, in the 5th things, they don't want any drinking. In that 5th healthy lifestyle, no drinking, according to the study, because drinking can cause other problems. Alcoholism can cause depression, can cause bad habit, can cause fall, accident, all those things that could happen, and of course liver disease, things like that. So if you feel, for example, you isolating yourself and then you're drinking in addition to that, so those 2 things are against you. So that's why it's good to go out and socialize, having contact with others. Now, the 6 things, we don't have to focus on that too much, because we know no smoking. Smoking is a bad thing for a long time, because smoking can cause, again, vascular disease, stroke, heart attack, and so forth. So this is the 6 healthy factors that I could talk about for a long time, because they have been telling us not to do those bad things a long time, but it takes a will for us to do that. So that's why it's important to come back again on them, so that if you want to be on Gigi's train, you probably need to follow those healthy lifestyles. But of course, there's other things that you could do. There could be a 7, there could be an 8. So people can send their comments about that, and then we'll be glad to answer them, to put in the air. Gigi will be glad to do that too. So if you got something specific. Now, I think the question is there a luck for you to live a long life? My intuition is telling me that the luck is a minimal factor in this theory of longevity. So I think it's better to bet more on those healthy lifestyle that has been proven by scientific methods that they can prolong your life and be on that train GD is riding forever 29. So I think I'm going to conclude here that if you follow those 6 healthy lifestyle, you got a chance to prolong your lives. Thank you, and until the next time. It was Dr. Carl Gilbert, and thank you for listening.
Wow, thank you. That was great. Dr. G, as always. By the way, Dr. G wants me to correct for him that the publication date on the study he discussed here was January 25th, 2023, instead of 2003. A very recent study. Okay, folks, remember, the objective of this podcast is to motivate each other to stay young and healthy and make believe that age is just a number. If you have already made a lifestyle change and want to share it with us, do so. If you have yet to start, it is not too late. Let us quote Steve Jobs again. When a person enters the operating room, he will realize that there is one book he has yet to finish reading, the book of Healthy Life. So, folks, do not wait to be in the operating room to realize that. Let us continue reading the book of Healthy Life together. As Alex said, please choose your lifestyle. Do not let it choose you. And Michael said staying young is a state of mind. Yes, if you want to be old, be old. If you want to be young, jump on board. Our next episode will be Saturday, June 17, and we will tackle the environment. So come on, get on board, and let us find out together the secret of being forever young. We hope you are enjoying the journey. Please keep sending us your feedback, comments, stories, and ideas in the comment box. Follow us wherever you listen to your podcasts: Podbean, Spotify, Apple, Google, Facebook, etc. Don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, stay young, blessed, and healthy. To conclude the episode today, I am leaving you with this motivating song, Grateful, from Nefex. Enjoy.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams, then you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems, try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win. I don't want no fake love, I want the real stuff. Everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once. I'm gonna show you all the path, if you want it bad. I'm gonna show you where it's at, yeah, how you can get it back. Yeah, cause I ain't never done, I'll be number one. Working hella hard until I get just what I want, yeah. Rises like the sun, yeah, fatal like a gun. Shooters gonna shoot and I'm gonna shoot until I won, yeah. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. Grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win, yeah.